Hey everybody, welcome out to Balled Up Genetics. My name is Lloyd. And if you like reptiles, then this channel's for you. Today we have an exciting video. We're going to be taking a road trip over to Victoria, Texas to check out a reptile manufacturing company. We've been buying some enclosures from them. They're a really great company. So let's get on the road so you can find out about them. All right, everybody, so we made it out here, again, just from San Antonio to Victoria. It's not a real long distance, but I want to introduce you to the owner of American Enclosures. So this is Brad. He's going to tell you guys a little bit about why he started his company up, what products he has to offer. We'll show all that in the video also, the different products that he has. But he has amazing enclosures that he builds, great prices, and he's local. And as you guys know, especially from Texas, everything in Texas is local, no matter if it's 5 hours away or an hour away. But that's what I like. We've bought a lot of products from them. We're going to continue to do that in the future because they hold up really well, they look good, and again, the pricing, especially in this economy nowadays, is really in there. But Brad, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody about kind of why you started it up in the first place, okay, what you got into it, reptiles, things like that.
So just start with reptiles. I've been keeping reptiles since I was probably 10 years old. My dad taught microbiology at a community college in Arizona where I grew up. Just kind of got hooked on them all the way through high school. I did everything really crazy when I was younger, like bearded dragons, a lot of colubrids, loved bearded dragons. Had to get rid of everything because I left to Argentina for a 2-year church mission. So, which is a lot of fun because I see tegus all over. I was in Chaco, Formosa, Resistencia. So in those provinces, a lot of the cool tegus. Actually on the border of Paraguay, and you could see a lot of the differences. And when we just go walk around and walk in the jungle, it was really cool. So I didn't get a break from reptiles, but I didn't get to keep anything. So I got back, and then I was working for a long time. I was like 21, and I got really into doing CNC work. A friend of mine got me a job at Honeywell. I was doing aerospace CNC work, we made a lot of APUs, it's actually like a jet engine that goes in the back of the jets that powers all the electrical like a generator. So I was making a lot of APUs, we did parts of A10 Thunderbolt, and then I worked for Apple a little bit doing some CNC work on the iPhone 6. This was really cool, except for the company that got the contract, they ended up going under, so I just didn't see a lot of stability in the job unless you we're almost running your own company. So then I kind of got out of it and wanted to become a lineman. I finished my apprenticeship February last year in 2021, and I've run my company the last 3 years on the side of doing line work. So what that allowed me to do is, figure out my business. I was able to get a machine, get all my debts paid off, and then get to the point where I was able to do this full time. So now I'm able to do it full time. I've been doing it full time since July 2021, and I love it. It's a blast.
Well, yeah, I mean, your CNC machine, and I don't know if you want to come over here and take a look at it a little bit. This is impressive. This is where all the work is getting done. He's designing the enclosures to meet certain needs, and we'll go over some of those products that he has in a little bit. He's got stuff from arboreal setups to racking systems and all that, and we'll show you some of that stuff in a little bit. But this is where all the work gets done.
Yes, definitely does a lot of the cutting, that precision stuff. Right. I'm not that handy with my hands, but I can program, I can run it. I love the challenge that comes from being creative. So we've done zoos. I did the Snake Farm Zoo. Anybody in local Texas gets to go. It looks amazing. I didn't do all the interior decorating, but I did all the framing, all the cages. I made those. But it's been a blast. Just anything from custom work to improving my standard items. I'm always looking to improve my products. It gives me something to wake up in the morning for. and something, just give me some goals to just improve myself in my services. The machine gives me a lot of opportunity and a lot of repeatability and accuracy with that.
Very cool. So again, supporting a local small business, that's what it's all about nowadays, and that's what it is. And again, he has a lot of different things to offer. We'll hit the link to his website down in the description down below, and I need you guys to be able to check that out. And then if you ever come and do business with him, let him know that Vault of Genetics sent you. Blake, I just wanted to introduce you to the shop mascot. So from his CNC machine to having this large warehouse means that he doesn't have to outsource a lot of his products, like all the glass for all the enclosures. He can keep here, he can cut it here himself. So when you go onto his website, AmericanEnclosures.com, you're going to see a lot of different enclosure size for terrestrial reptiles, for arboreal reptiles, racking systems. There's a lot of potential for these that you can have for your needs. And if you need something custom made, you can also get that with him. He keeps a lot of large snakes. He keeps a lot of venomous snakes in his facility. He can build all those enclosures if you have venomous animals, if you have large retics like he has. He can custom make stuff for you. You just have to get with him to see what you guys can work out and what your needs are for your animals. He does have specific product lines. He's actually coming out, and you'll hear in a few minutes, of new product lines, more kind of like higher end product lines. So you have your basic stuff, and then you have these more higher end products that he's going to be coming out with. So again, AmericanEnclosures.com. You guys really need to check him out. You need to talk to him. He's at a lot of the reptile expos, so check him out. So one of the things that I'm real excited about right now that you just showed us is that you're working on this new product line, and this is actually one of your prototypes of your new really cabinet incubator. So tell us a little bit about that.
So what I've always wanted to do is, Herbstat makes really good temperature control products, except for what I haven't found what I would like is, since I travel a lot for doing shows and everything, I want something I can really monitor and control remotely. So what we did is, I took my frame, I did the incubator. We have 1-inch foam all along the inside to insulate it, and it's completely covered, all the foam's covered with PVC, so there's no flammable components being directly in contact with any of my heating elements. So I wanted to get this incubator that's remotely controlled and monitored. So I figured out how to do a Google Nest Smart Home Thermostat to control the controlling with it. So what we're able to do with it, right here I'll show you on the app, is I can monitor every aspect of this. And I can see what my incubator is doing remotely. I can control it if I want to up the temperature on it, if I want to drop the temperature on it. Just click on. All this is done from my phone.
Nice.
So if you're traveling, you're breeding snakes and you're on the run, you're not there, you don't have anybody helping to watch everything and give you an update on it, this will give you the ability to, control everything and see what's going on. I know people make a living breeding snakes. I got probably $10,000 in snake eggs in there right now. I'm currently testing it before I put it on the market. So what's unique about my incubator too is we have UL listed heating elements that are all located under this bottom floor here. So we took a plate of aluminum, and what we're doing is we have vents on this side and that side. This is the intake for all the air that comes in, and that's where everything's going to exhaust out of. So the plate gets warm itself, but also the air being warmed inside this whole compartment here is also going to get exhausted through those vents, and it's going to circulate throughout the incubator. And what I like about Nest is it has safety controls on there, so when you get 2 degrees below the target temperature, it shuts off the heating elements. So the plate will hold a little bit of heat. It's going to hold some radiant heat, but also the fan's continually going, so the air that's going in there, it's continuing to expel that warm air out. And I had it not once go not even a degree over of what my temperature I have it set at. So it's functioned really good. I'm working on the hardware, how to mount all the shelving in it. I'm just trying to see how well it actually incubates and functions over an 85-day period. So that's what I'm testing right now. I got to make sure it works over a long period of time before I can sell people and have them put eggs in there.
Right.
So I use all stainless steel hardware. These hinges are stainless. All the screws are stainless. There's not a piece of metal on this that's not stainless steel. so it's never gonna rust out on you. You can hold insane humidity levels in here. It's never gonna affect any of the hardware. All the Google Smart Thermostat, it tells you everything with even those pods right there, what the humidity levels are, the temperature, how long it takes to get the temperature, all that. So you have a record of all of it and how it's performing, which is absolutely amazing. So I get a diagnosis on what it's doing, how long it takes to do it. So I've been really happy with the way it's performing right now, but I want to make sure it can actually incubate a set of eggs before I start selling them.
And then, so we know your main company is American Enclosures. So Black Card, that's the product line that you're going to be starting with all that?
Yeah, so I'm trying to meet people with specific needs, with as far as aluminum tracks, screening, and a lot of bells and whistles. I want to offer more of those services to some of my products. So Black Card is what I'm going to call my premier line, and American Enclosures is not that it's different, but you can buy the economy line of enclosures for someone who doesn't have super specific needs, but so like we can put laminated safety glass, so it's shatterproof glass that would be really comparable to a car windshield. So if you have a 20-foot retake, it smashed the glass. Tempered is very frail, and if I did the snake farm zoo, and we had tempered glass that just exploded on us spontaneously. No one knew why. So I don't like using tempered. I would rather just do the laminated safety, or just stick with annealed. But people have really big snakes and they don't want snakes getting out, or venomous stuff. You don't want the glass shattering on you if you're using tempered. So laminated will hold together and it's going to stick together even if it does shatter.
Hey everybody, we're back from Victoria, Texas and American Enclosures. Again, I want to thank Brad for letting us come over and tour his facility. He's a really great guy. He's got a lot of awesome animals and of course makes some really outstanding habitats for your reptiles. So I'm going to put a link to his website down in the description down below. We're there and look him up. And when you talk to him, tell him that Lloyd from Bottled Up Genetics sent you. Over my shoulder right here, you can see some of the products that he has that we bought over the years from him. The ones on top are the older products, and then the ones down below are the newer ones. Yeah, so just a quick look at them. You can see how they stack. Everything works out really well. We really like this product line, and we'll continue to get a few more in the future also. We really like his enclosures. They're made really well. They're a decent price and they fit our needs, and again, he can customize anything to your needs also. And of course, as always, if you could please subscribe down below if you haven't done so already. Turn on that notification bell so every time we upload a video, you're going to be informed. And as always, until the next video, take care and we'll see you again real soon.